Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Unhost StreamTom. Unhost everyone. For now, it is the time of the Samus. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to today's stream, this morning's stream, however you want to look at it. I'm back from vacation. We're going to jump straight back in it. We'll probably need a little bit of time to remember what's going on, but we'll figure it out. We always do, right? Alright, what do we have? Sharn Part 2. It looks like they're at the beginning. I guess I'm on what? They're doing Reaper? They gotta be doing Reaper, right? Or we can just go and do Enter the Cobalt. I love these quests. This is faster experience, probably. Let's see if we can join their group. Hey guys, I'll be right there. Sharn Pass to here. That seems right. Alright, checking levels. Levels look okay. I didn't pick up these quests yet. Oh, it's so loud. Yeah, I'll be 4 more seconds, sorry. There we go. Hey guys, I'm in. Thanks for waiting. Oof. So much lag right now. See if we can get up quick enough to help the infight at all. It'll depend if they lowered this ladder or not. They may not have. Some groups don't. I haven't seen it down yet. Yeah. That's it. No. But there's a fragment. Turn around. Turn around. That broken. Let's get moving. Is there an invisible scary monster that I'm missing? Carry soul swords down. Can at least provide that much of assistance. I don't understand that, but that's okay. Alright. Man, it's been a while. I don't really have that much to talk about. We went on vacation. We went out to the lake. We did some lake things. And we can talk about those things at some point if people are interested, but for right now, let's just get some experience and and see if we can't hit 20 plus today. I think we can. It shouldn't be that big a deal. I'm used to getting about a level a stream, basically. So, but we've kind of taken our time this life a little bit more than we probably should. Like, none of our stuff really gets affected by them, but none of our stuff really affects them all that much either. I mean, our force damage still does what our force damage does. So that's not entirely untrue, or entirely true, but we certainly can use a wee bit of assistance here from time to time. Did we pick up evasion? We did pick up evasion. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna let Duder there deal with that. We'll just wait here a second.
This must be the place where Evan went for a drink.
Let this go by, and then I'll invis and jump down there and see if I can't get all that stuff to just kind of get going. Okay. So, like, if you can get the puzzle text to fire off here.
These ne'er-do-wells have mistaken you for an easy mark. This won't end well for them.
Not sure if they're looking for me.
Outside, only to find a man standing in the
There's the
path.
puzzle.
He beckons you over. You come across
Okay.
a crumbling shrine.
Now that we got that to go, she should pop out.
It still gleams with the magic of a shine long vanished. A steady gust of wind pushes you away from the enchanted construction site. No doubt it's a clever way to avoid liability for accidents.
Alright. Okay. Alright. We'll jump down and get these traps going. Alright, so I just critically succeeded on a 1. That's pretty cool. Or do we not break? Ah, over here. Go this way. We're gonna get this extra treasure chest because we're greedy.
Strange. What's a treasure chest like that doing in a place like this?
So it is nice to get the opportunity to play the Guildie. I don't get that super often, but
Find yourself in a
Michael from Michael the Wise,
that snake beneath the city.
from DDoCast, like ancient days.
The mysterious House Tarkanan has a hideout somewhere nearby. Look what the cat dragged in. The
Alright, did we...
barely seems to be paying attention to
Okay, solved the riddle of the shrine. We good now. Give me my experience, say. Okay, we need to make a hole here, kids. You could run out of hit points. Remember, our healing really is normally relying on like a hireling after the fight. Kiss our boo-boos. Damn it, did we not talk to this guy the right way? I always hate this. There's like some extra experience you can get if you talk to that guy before you click any of those wheels. For whatever reason, it seems like 50-50 that I seem to get this experience or not. Even less when I'm with a group. Just, I wonder if it's not super well known that there's even XP there. Oh, man. So this morning I got up early. I've been waking up early the last couple of days, weeks, years really. But I got up early, took the dogs for a walk. I got the front yard mowed. I had mowed the backyard yesterday. Like, all that stuff is taken care of. Now I'm tired and sore. The day is just getting started. Somewhere there's a guy missing. Alright, so what do you guys think? How'd we do? Oof. Oof. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Garbage. All of it's garbage. Just sell it. Oh, there's no exit. Okay. We have an AFK. Smoke the line bracers, or shield's kind of cool. But what am I kidding? We're on Salona. We know what we're taking. Gildernown. Always be taking Gildernown. Dun 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 dun. Alright, so we gave everyone a little bit of a head start. And of course we're going to have a little bit of Reaper point lag. So let's see what the actual... Alright. Looks like we are on a relatively even field here. Deliver them to your destination. Let's go, baby! Quests don't zerg themselves, yo. Oh, it's just me and Michael up here? Oh. Poor Michael's kill count. Wow, I think a bunch of them actually got past me here. Big Rubits. Remember, Robitses, we cannot PK no matter how many times we try. Oh, hi. You can PK. You can PK. What? Where'd the rest go? No! There's no more. Okay. We're back on it again. We'll get moving. Let's get moving. Let's go. Circle of Death. Lights in your eyes. Who do we got? Anybody? There's one. I don't think that one's mine. I'm sad in pants. There's another person eating my manas. Not about this life. Oh, I was the wrong spell so bad. And didn't even kill him. Oh yeah. Many mistakes were made this day. Really don't know how much more I need to do to piss these guys off. Like, I go in, I Phantom Blades, I Force Fireball, and I spray lights in their eyes, and they still run past me. Because we're at a point where it looks like single target spells are going to be preferred here. Do that, we got to stay far enough ahead of our group that they don't declutter our group here. Throw some sticky. I'm so sticky. Oh boy. Where's the up on this? Okay. Trying to PK robots again. My greatest weakness. My inability to hit the PK button to kill monsters. Oh. Again, can't PK. Still can't PK Warforged. Alright, so how do we do? Oh. Much disappointment. Hypno killed 3 more than I did. Much shame. Need to stop wasting time trying to PK things I can't PK'd. I don't want to like change the difficulty for people. We'll just keep doing whatever they want to do. Personally, again, I feel like this is a quest that's pretty easy. Go a little harder. Tickets, please. Let's go detain some mercenaries, shall we? I think we have I don't know if he's watching this stream or what exactly, but we're teaching somebody the quest a little bit. Like this one, I don't understand. I don't understand these buttons at all. Guess we'll since we are assisting, right? Might as well wait. We can shine in all of our Christmas goodness for Hypno here. Okay. Just want to make sure that they're fine. We're not going to have the big kill count, obviously, on this one, but it's okay. little shrine in the chest should be open. The girls have logged off. Whoop. Okay, looks like they got the lever up there pulled, so we don't have to worry about that. I don't know where Thea is, but I was going to get a heal, and looks like that's not going to happen. So... Oh. Somebody fell off the top. Yeah. I think you're going to be stuck in jail. I don't even actually know the path to jail and back. Oh man, okay. Can we fight in a doorway? Pretend like this is the old days? We're gonna run around. So, I would rather run back, like invisible or whatever. If you guys want to D-door. Alright, looks like someone else has got it under control. I'm just going to run back real quick. Don't run across there till someone takes the crystal. You'll end up in the jail. Why is there a reset? Why are we resetting? My team does not believe in stealth. this button. You know, Michael, if we were just invisible, we could have just left. Just walked past all this stuff. Can I get a heal off of your chickers? I don't know how he could have screwed up. Yeah, I'd rather fight through all this nonsense than and have to run back through all that stuff. I think this is not meted, right? No, maybe it is meted. Alright, let's get this ticking. Switch back to our set here. I have some of the instant shrines, basically. If we need them, we'll do it. No, not the tank in the group. Pretty reasonable, though. I think that's my Saga. Or at least my non-level 15 or whatever cog Saga stuff. We still need like the rest of the cog 15s or 16s, if I remember correctly. But for chain 1 we should be good, or the first one, the story Saga, we should be good. What do we have? Again, looking at stuff as if we're gonna take it. Gildernown. Never know. Every once in a while something like really interesting catches your eye, but let's see. Yeah, see, I still need a few more of these. But that's good. So we could eat these now, but I'm kind of in the habit of waiting until 20 for those now. I feel like it's probably reasonable to make that happen. Alright, did you guys have anything else planned? If not, I have like the second half of the cogs to do, the 16s. I'm going to go run off and do those if nobody else has any other plans. Alright, I'm going to delete this, delete this. 14s to do. Gross. Alright, take care. Thea? Thea's okay. Alright, doesn't sound like there's anything in particular going on, so we'll do this. I'm going to put up for Cogs, Reaper, Cogs 16s. Okay. I should probably put in here like R question mark. I'm just gonna put R question mark. I don't know. I'm not sure what mood I'm in. If I just want to like get them done and be in and out real fast, or if I would rather grab a bunch of experience, like a bunch of Reaper experience out of them. I don't think so. We're at a place where Reaper experience is not the most important thing in the world for me, I don't think. So I have a few Reaper points. You know what? For speed, I just want to get them done. I want to get them done and get that experience. I don't want to have to think about it super hard. If we had like another person, I would consider it the other way, but okay. Give me one of these. My kill is 16. Him is 6. All right. Let's get to work. Please me a solid and make that a real death trap right there. Alright, you soulless son of a beach. Take a magic missile. Bring your friends. Yeah, I really would like to charm that soulless guy into like killing his whole like dungeon of monsters. I don't think I can control him for that long. Just get a collection of sorry, I got distracted. Some sort of collection. I was in the middle of an analogy, and now I don't even know what it was. What the? Dinos no fear? Dinos no fear. Okay. I feel like that's unreasonable. Is it? That dinos no fear? I guess dogs no fear, right? Oh, I'm not gonna... Wink. 5. 5 is a weird spot. I bet you I said this before. That 5 is a weird spot for me to put a PK. I was still on cooldown, huh? One of my favorite things is insta-killing a monster. One of my favorite things. Whether it's in pen and paper or DDO. Anytime you get to feel like you quote-unquote cheat something to death, it feels so good. In Magic, I think the equivalent is like killing something way under curve. So like killing something that costs 4 mana with a 1 mana spell. That's what it's like. It feels good. I do not know how this thing's still alive. This chick, on the other hand, tougher than she looks. Alright, how about right here? I get a heal right here. I should be able to get a heal right here, I think. Let's pig it. I actually like this quest. This one was, for a long time, my least favorite one. Which is kind of saying a little bit, because I really still don't like the other one. I think we're quite close enough to get auto heals. Anytime. Alright, there we go. Save and take nothing? Is that what happened? I guess. Kind of want to clean this garbage up here before we... Okay. Still one more up here. Alright. I'm going to hit some of these buttons. I'm pretty sure that there's more trash that spawns, and I want to get that trash cleaned up here. You want to live down there? We can make that happen. You want to stay? There they are. Let's say there's a whole nother wave of crap. Who says wizards can't? What? Somebody death ward that guy? Lame. Was it you? I bet it was you. Full of butt whooping there, huh? Alright, we have Chaos Hammer slow debuff. Are the regular champs back? Is that what's going on? Toggle her around. I'm probably just going to go... We'll be okay, actually. I think we'll be okay. Depends on how well these do. Right? Fire off that one. this one. Fire off this one. What? Great. Alright, I made a mistake. Not into that. Not into making mistakes. Let's solve this puzzle this way. Thought I had these down. What? Something is definitely able to tag me. I don't see what it is. Huh. Okay. Let's disable this trap box. There's quite a few traps, but we can... Like I said, we can get it. Alright, sorry. Answering or having guild chit-chat here. One special cargo. Feel like this guy is probably the guy who was attacking us earlier, trying to make the ouchies. Alright, so we need one more special cargo, and we have to get the rest of the forge race. There's one behind us. That's kind of nice. Boink. Okay. A wee bit of a sucker for a little bit of Mario skill action. Whoa, plague, huh? First Reaper of the day. Oh, that's not the button I wanted to push. Whoops. It's fine. Let's do this. Oh, that plague's gonna interrupt us. Okay. Let's try again. Nope. Forge Wraith there gotta be left. There's two there. This is where I could probably just have summoned Ellery and filled up her mana bar like that. But I have like 18 of these, or 50. I've got so many of these Eladrin statues. I have to use some of them this life. So with that in mind, I'm just gonna use them. These four for sure. How about hit the button I'm trying to hit? That'd be cool. Oh, really? I didn't know that that broke. Did you guys know that this breaks things? Sunburst? I didn't know that broke stuff. I don't know if it's supposed to. But it just did. Just broke that special cargo crate. Come here. He lived. He lived. What a champ. What a hero. If this was an epic, I would go get the chest because I do need an epic armor, but I don't need a regular armor, so I'll just move on. Quest took long enough as it was, I feel. Alright. So we can pop over to this one, then down to the fire caves and around. Yeah, it might be a better, I don't know. Better is a strong word. I kind of struggle a little bit with the various pathing through here for what, in my mind, makes the most sense for knocking these quests out. Really would have liked them to have done a little bit different of a job putting the like the little 15 quests a little bit closer to grouped together and the 16s a little bit more grouped together. I feel like that is an unappreciated no, see, I still think I just want to do this the usual way. I know we could jump down here, but this is like a lot of crap that way. That's a lot. For really no reason. I really dislike this particular little platform area right here. It's caused a great deal of difficulty. Mostly over on the hardcore, but also on live. I don't know what's going on. But there's some sort of Magic the Gathering complaint or something happening here. I don't entirely know what's going on. Alright, how are we doing on these? We got 7 minutes. It's probably enough to get through this quest, I think. Should be. Hi, I would love it if you would cast that spell on me that I've asked you to cast like a dozen times. PK, finger Deeth. That Fear Reaper to sleep. Now we can beat him up at our leisure. 15 seconds on mass insta-kill, so we're on this way duty, or either in a pile. Wow, we're gonna have to cycle twice. Okay. Here we'll fire off this again. Boink. I've killed this guy too fast in the past, and it's bugged the quest. It doesn't look like that's the problem today, but it is something that has happened. If you're prone to those kind of issues, you might think about that. You, sir, didn't hit no. Very disappointed in you. Or color spray, or whatever I hit you with. Try to hit you with. Demon Soul. Looks like a lot of nope, right? Nope, nope, nope. Not what we're about. Alright, so I want to... Come on. Come on. As far away as possible. Let's go. I don't think that guy will PK. God, Pandemonium guys are so garbage. Yeah, whatever. Just leave my hireling alone, scum. Alright, there's a bomb behind us. A bomb. Thea doing her bomb guarding duties. Alright. Nice job. Nice job, little hireling. I don't give the hirelings enough credit. Sometimes they're better than players. I don't know if that means that I typically play with I'm not saying typically. I'm saying sometimes they're better than players. I have played quests and pugs and things where I was happier to have the hireling on the team. Alright, let's get a dancing ball up. This probably won't do anything, but you never know. I don't have a whole lot focusing in on it. Will 57 compared to like Circle of Death was 59. And then we'll take the flame methods, we'll throw a Circle of Death on them. Perfect. Are you not dead yet? There he goes. Like, how is he even still here? Alright. And I just turned this for no reason. I was literally just thinking to myself, don't Tobrel this puzzle. Here I am, like, not turning things or overturning things. So bad. So bad. Well, looks like we got some probable Reaper weapon experience. Probable. What do we got? The news about the Modern Horizons or whatever, the new arena only release is making people furious, I guess. Whatever. You guys watch anything at the Olympics? Alright. We haven't done this yet, but let's summon a helper. Confused. Okay. Something when I was following on Twitter I just really didn't understand. Took a little bit more mana than I would have liked there, but I feel like it was the quickest way to get through that. Oozes can take too long. I'm gonna say light champs are usually death warded. I don't think they always are, but yeah, they probably always are. Carney baby, what's happening? Definitely the first Carnage Reaper of the stream. At least that we've seen with him. The guys were running ahead in that other quest, and there could have been some that showed up, but not on the stream. Yoink. Yoink. Oh. We were not 3 for 3 on slaughtering guys with insta-kill effects from across the map. Much shame. Finger Death is definitely a little bit under everything else. And it is noticeable in my opinion. I mean, what, 57 compared to PK, which is 69. Hi. Don't you have a collectible? I thought you had a collectible. I know he's got a chest at the end, but... Alright. Ba-bum, 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 bum, bum, bum. Hey, what's up, Naders? Collectibles are garbage? Oh no, man. Collectibles are the best. Kidding? You never know what kind of exciting goodie you're gonna get. Well, my limited streak finally came to an end last night. I went 2 wins before crashing out on a draft last night. It's real sad. So if everyone is interested, Naders is trapped at home with the plague, even though he doesn't have the plague. Apparently his hunter brought the doom home. So now he is trapped in his apartment. Sorry, house. But he's got lots of time. He could be playing all sorts of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm level 18. I don't remember what level the character is, but I bet we could figure out something. I bet it is. It's just a gay old time. You're cleaning? Nice. I took the dogs out for a walk this morning, and then I mowed the yard. I'm a little bit beat actually. I only got like 4 hours of sleep. So like my usual list of complaints. The usual list of complaints. All right. Let's go, baby. Need to get on that Pokemon MOBA. I played it a little bit last night. I don't have my... I need another thing so I can take the Switch upstairs and downstairs. But we're going to be playing it. Yeah, it's on my Switch. It's part of the reason I bought the Switch. And in addition, I also got a regular controller for the Switch. So I just need to bring the mount down here to be able to play it. It's making you want to get a Switch. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. I feel like HOTS is probably a little stronger, but considering it's brand new and they haven't quite figured everything out yet, I don't think. I think it'll patch into something really nice. Well, now you've made me want to like log in and get my daily rewards. So now I have to do that. Whatever they are. You get like a reward for logging in every day for the first like 12 days or something. And then you have a quest every day where you like win a battle. Like win so many every day, etc. Like they did a good job with the rewards, I think. Alright, so today I get Beach Bulbasaur. Or I guess tomorrow. Whenever my 24 hours or my next day is considered. Hopefully they add Blastoise soon. Yeah, I feel like they obviously have a bunch of potential in this quest, right? Or in this game. MOBAs, I think, are a lot of fun. And the Pokemon franchise has a lot of wiggle room. So it's really just a matter of can we keep the gameplay good, which means maps are really going to be a struggle area. I'm not sure exactly how you're going to fix some of the problems with it that I personally felt, but I don't know. I'm down. We'll probably do some playing soon. Nate, I will tell you, if you are serious, Todd had a couple of different like handheld switches. I don't think they're that much. And I say had, I don't know if he still does. Like I was there Friday, right? So went through a Saturday with two handheld switches. You'd want to hook it up to the TV. Alright, well then you would need the bigger thing. Now, I didn't see Todd have one of those. So you'd be looking at the larger price tag. Because not only would you not be able to get it from Todd, but you'd probably have to buy one either new or semi-new. Alright, you're really pissing me off. 30 hit points. Every once in a while I'll hear a comment from people like, would +2 con really save you? Pretty close. pretty damn close. Not happening anytime soon unless you sell some cards. Yeah. I don't know if it's that much fun. It might be. I need you to save some money. I need to sell you some cards. Some of the stuff that you've been hanging on to. Start getting those payments off you pretty soon. Like this week, I didn't ask for a paycheck from the arena this week. I thought I was mostly gone. You already owe Todd. It's fair. Hey, go pull that lever. Come on, pull the lever. I want this treasure. Oh no, I need to see if Hunter can sell my moped for me. Like on the side. Alright, what did I do wrong here? Oh, I know what I did wrong. What am I screwing out with all this complicated work? Okay. I really need to get a wee bit of a paycheck back from that, I think. If you happen to pull your lever, you did not. Okay. You danced. Oh, she got her lever pulled. Look at them. Look at all the guns going pew pew. So proud of her. Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I was on a little bit of a vacation the last week. And by a little bit, I mean we took the week off. We hit the lake, a couple of lakes actually. We did some day trip type stuff. We just kind of like the wife always takes a vacation sometimes in the spring, or usually in the spring. But they just wouldn't let her take her vacation when she wanted. So like we did some kind of like 3-day weekend-y type trips, but we needed a longer getaway. So we're back. We've got quite a few changes that are actually going to be happening in the stream this week, and hopefully going forward, a lot of kind of news type things. One of the things that we're definitely going to do is we're gonna take at least one day each week, and we're gonna work on an alt. I don't know which day that's gonna be yet. Haven't decided. Camping is always a good weekend. Yeah, well, so we went to Perry Lake Saturday. We got there Saturday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we had no problems until Monday evening, and then we had a problem, and it kind of set me off of the, like, it was bad enough in my opinion that it pissed me off, and we left Tuesday morning pretty abruptly. But I figure at some point we'll talk about that. We don't necessarily have to talk about it now, because I get so angry about it. Alright, so that should be these cleaned up. The cogs cleaned up. Because I'm not going to do roll call. I hate that quest. Use my VIP perk. One of the few that I feel like are still actually a perk. And then we stayed at another lake on the way back home. And that was pretty fun, I think. Planning a camping trip for the second weekend of August. Your girlfriend's kids have never been. Yeah, we didn't take Remington camping enough, I guess. Maybe we should have taken him more. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. I'm not sure. But the wife and I have been having fun getting out there. So I usually don't take like this improved Shadow Blades or whatever, but is it okay? A stack of Shattermantle. Shattermantle's like -1 to their saving throws, right? Reduces opponent's spell resistance by 6 for 9 seconds. And that's 2 stacks. So we can take it down 19. Alright. Let's just try it. We'll try it. You're an old country boy. You've been camping so many times you can't even count, but you feel it's something that every kid should do at least once in their life. Yeah. I don't know. I felt like my childhood was a lot of being drugged to places and doing things that I didn't enjoy, like going to the lakes, stuff like that. The way that my parents in particular molded those trips, I think were not very good, and really kind of set things off. Now that I converted the bus and the wife and I go out in it and do stuff, I kind of wish that I would have done more. Like, I wish I would have done this years ago. Oh, I should have got this hit points. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back for the hit points. And then I guess we'll just teleport to, what, Meridia? For more 16s? This group's doing Prey on the Hunter. Is this one on a Reaper? Oh, I'll go help with the Prey on the Hunter. I would have helped with the other one too, actually, but I didn't. What I'm like really impressed with is these like build your own micro trailers or whatever. That's what I wish I would have done. Can I talk to you? Did. Cool. Alright, never mind. Alright, yeah, they finished, so I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll just update this for Veils, I guess. We do some Veil quests. So micro trailer. What I mean by that is like Fowler here. He built a little what am I looking for? Copy link. This week's video he built basically a small camper, right? Start
That's not
Mute.
sure really what the next.
So like, now granted, he had obviously some sponsors and whatnot for like some of the power. Like he got a power pack or whatever, but you could do the same thing with like a Jackery for like $1,000. But he just bought like a little trailer, used some plywood, like a few sheets of plywood, and basically built like the little, like a trailer that you could pull with your car. Again, in my brain, a micro trailer. And then Modern Self-Reliance, they did a similar thing. They actually used a Jackery though. Yeah. No, he yeah, he did the Chinese bird method on it. That's not what I mean. I just meant that he used a small one. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting tells now about people wanting to do things. Yeah, we talked about doing that method for like the various planking and stuff that we have in the bus, but we decided just to use like a blue stain instead. See if we're allowed to actually have a loading screen here or not. Wow, on my screen the playback's like probably 30 seconds behind. Is that far behind for you guys too? There's nobody in the live stream chat. I'm just gonna get out of the voice chat for now. See if you guys can also be stuck in a loading screen with me. But anyway, I guess since we're waiting for this anyway, I'll pull this back up.
Ever seen.
But what he did with his, I thought was really nice. The Modern Self-Reliance, the second one that I shared, is he's in the construction business, so like he's got a lot of friends that are also in the business, like that do different things. So like one of his friends is a garage door repairman or whatever. So like whenever let's see if we can find a good spot in the video for him to like demonstrate the place off. So like all these are this whole thing is built out of insulated garage door panels. So like it's already insulated. He didn't have to put in a support structure really, a little bit of a framework. Like it's heavy, so like a car couldn't pull it, which is what I dislike about his build. They're having a competition, which is why I'm talking about it. But I really enjoy both of these YouTube channels. Alright, back in DDO news, you finally stopped slacking and have your barb lives done. You're working on your fighter lives now. Nice. Yeah, I really don't have that much left I need to do. But I have the feeling that we are totally locked up here. You know what, before we do that, before we actually confirm that we are locked up, We are recovering from a failed teleport. Right there. Alright, so I'm going to do this. So I'm going to invite this guy, and then I'm going to quit. You just got to level 6. I'm well ahead of you. I mean, so I haven't completely decided everything, but here in the near future, this week for sure, we're going to be talking about our plans going forward. And one of the things that we're going to do, man, I hate how thin the camera makes because of the angle or whatever. Like, it's like, oh my god, Shamish. Makes me seem like I have literally no hair. Oh, no. Of course, I also brush it back and so vain. Just shave it bald. Well, it's not actually that thin is the thing. It's just the angle, I think, really messes with it. But I shave the sides pretty close, and then I leave the top kind of long. All right, are we actually gonna be able to reload in? Hands up! Can't touch anything, or it'll break the sound settings. So we gotta be. Oh no. So anyway, starting sometime this week, we're gonna pick a day. I think I want it to be Tuesday, but I haven't completely decided if we want to make it Tuesday or if I want to make it Wednesday. Wednesday also seems really good. To start doing like alt work. So I have a bunch of these alts that came over from the hardcore server and stuff, and I think if I can just get a bunch of them to 20 and be ready to TR them into different projects, then I can do that. It'll do a lot of things for me if I can like find like a couple of pseudo builds that I like that I could pull off with if I can find some of those things work out. My YouTube description says I'm on hardcore. Alright, I'll have to try to get in there and change it. I mean, it's always hardcore here, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... See, I don't know if it's updated here, because like that message doesn't say that. Unless it's this that's changed. I don't know. I'll fiddle with it. But thanks for letting me know. Okay, let's. Hey Tran, can I get the star back, please, B? I'll put the elephant back up. Well, whenever the group comes back together, we'll go. Woo! Watch out, 100 XP. I'm gonna start with Sleeping Dust. Maybe the chat room's... Is chat still broken? God, I hate it. This, like, the chat thing is really bad. Transcendence, right? Transcends. Why? There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can make this happen now. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What day of the week? If we were gonna pick a day of the week for he's also similar issue. It looks like. What day of the week makes the most sense to do like alt work? Wednesday? I should just set up a button that does that automatically. Alright. Shield Reaper 1. Tear through this quick and easy. I do not need to rewatch this on YouTube live, do I? If I edit the video here, does it? Alright, I think I found the video details to like adjust that, so I'll do my best here in a little bit to change that tracks. That's like a semi-static note that should be updated by Restream, but because DDO is not on their like preferred lists of things or whatever, they don't. Alt Wednesday sounds kind of cool. All right. So the only reason I personally was kind of like hesitant about Wednesday is I was kind of thinking about making Wednesday just not a D&D morning. Like it's really hard to compete against Jerry, Voodoo, Strimtom. Like they all kind of do the morning stuff on Wednesdays. I don't know why they decided they all want to play, but they did. So like I was kind of thinking maybe Wednesdays would be like our Nintendo Wednesday. Because, for those of you who don't know, we're going to be doing a lot more with the Switch also over the next, next little bit here. We're going to be playing that new Pokemon MOBA. We're going to be playing just more of like the different games along the way. Different things that come out of there. But well, we can do that on Tuesday. Like I said, that's part of the reason I'm not sure if we want it like Nintendo Tuesday sounds fine to me. Or Switch Wednesday sounds fine to me. You know what I mean? But I just kind of need to mix things up a little bit more. And I feel like it's probably more likely to find these various like indie games and stuff like that on the Switch for like $5 to like play for a couple of, you know, for a week or two and then abandon than it is to like find something on Steam or something when it comes to alright, not there. Alright, so the book is in the rubble. I didn't bring my Scooty Booties with me, so I'm going to go down the tunnel that's got a yellow finger first. You can do whatever you like. But yeah, some of that stuff. I really like that Dicey Dungeons game. And we may also just like sporadically add in like some of those kind of filler games, like Dicey Dungeons or whatnot, every once in a while for like hey, we're not feeling whatever's going on in DDO. Let's take the last half an hour of the stream and do this instead or something. It's kind of how I'm trying to incorporate more of some of the other game systems. Try to broaden our appeal slightly, maybe. Alt Wednesday. And then we have a couple of different characters we're looking at or doing some work with. One of the chat favorites is an old First Life character of mine, Butters, like spelled weird. She's my bard, my old school melee bard before they like came out with Swashbuckler and whatnot. So like she's really kind of just like primed for a thing. All right, I have the first book, so don't kill any spiders now. Hopefully we'll get lucky and we'll find the guy without having to do a whole lot of extra work. Alright. I feel like he's usually closer than this. But not always. Sometimes he'll be all the way down at the end. Nope. Okay, so not in one of those two. Not sure where I think he'll be most likely then. What'll be the most pain in the butt one? Should always check where you've already cleared in the off chance that you can avoid more fights, right? Resource management stuff. Come on, baby. Come on! I don't know. I've also been playing a lot more Magic of late. So I've kind of have the Magic spark again. Maybe we'll do some more Magic. The problem with Magic is it's the things that I typically enjoy, draft and sealed, require input. Unless you're like already winning. Alright, I'm going to clear this door. I feel like I'm going to say for me personally, I feel like this guy's usually in this one. Alright, I have the key, so I'm going to go back to the one with the finger in it and go up top, take care of that. Oh, there's a fellow green winger. So for those of you who don't know, I have a different way of remembering how this quest goes. It works for me. It's not the way that necessarily works for everybody. But I've basically, depending on the position of the door around the quest, based from the Spider Queen area, I kind of know where everything's at. So like by the door that opens for the Spider Queen, that very next hallway, I think of as hallway 1, or the shrine hallway that takes you up by the shrine. No! Oh my god. So much failure. I swear I clicked on the other guy and PK'd. Honorable Suckapoo. But, so that's how I kind of keep track of some of that stuff. For example, gate number 2, where we went to go find the guy, that one leads up to the up and around the next area where all the stuff can be. Kind of like over by that spidery area. Oh, we gotta go up this way. Always just remembers the quest that doesn't get ran. Oh, I love this quest. This quest is good. If you ever hit this quest like one time on the quickest possible get her doneness or whatever, you like walk in, pick up the book, kill the guy, run in, pick up the next book, kill the next guy. Like, it can be very, very quick as long as you know what you're doing. And then the tunnel that I went down, obviously, leads to the one that we went to. If you can't make the jump. Okay. Alright, I would like a dancing ball about here, I think. Alright, and then we have to keep a partial eye because these guys will get stuck up there sometimes, so. Oh, wizards. You're the best. Would you defend that thing, please? Gotta place characters whose single target damage to keep the spiders alive. Yeah, I mean it's hard to kind of make those changes. As long as you're not using a strike through weapon, and if you single target bat or single target attack, pretty much any weapon will go through. It can be tricky not to kill the spiders, obviously. I mean, I'm probably one of the most experienced DDO players, right? Top 1% hours per week spent in DDO. Is that fair? It's probably fair, right? And even I jip hunted. Alright, make sure that this is clear. Alright, it is now. My quick shrine on. So we need to start thinking also about getting back on track with Samus, some of that other stuff. Do we want to do bows on Samus? Do we want to like knock out? I think we still have like one shifter class to go, or race to go, or something. The Iconics. I have to look. I mean, we clearly want to wait on the Shatterkais till the Shatterkais get their pass, right? Like that's a no-brainer. Kind of wouldn't mind doing a dagger build again, actually. I feel like if we were going to do range, though, I feel obligated to do bows. Right? I'm really looking forward to trying a couple, like, melee... more like Warforged melee wizards again. Got a bunch of Blade Forge lives that need to happen. Let's see. Wasn't there something else that just had a big change? I don't remember what it is now, though. Okay. The wheels go I. Gun H. Oh my god. Okay, don't kill that thing. Apparently my one spell reached around and killed it. That's funny. Good thing that one was on you. I will go run with some devils next. Dirty old man. Why? I feel like I know that guild. You can't summon your horse underwater anymore? Since when? I just try to mix everything up a bunch, so all the different styles are fresh, or at least familiar. Oh boy. But yeah, there's a lot of different options at our disposal. So I'm just trying to figure things out for what we kind of want to see down the line here for the next couple of months at least. Yeah, I tend to do a DC wizard whenever I feel like I overtaxed myself and I need to do something to kind of recharge my battery. Which is what we're kind of doing here. We also need to decide a couple of things. Do we want to go all the way to 30? Do we want to just get started? See if any of these guys stick their nose out. Doesn't look like they did. So we got those two at least. You're a Skyborn champ, you'll die. You'll PK. This is like my favorite style of play. Although we angered a whole bunch of stuff now, so we're gonna have to like run around and not play that way, but it'll work out. I realize that every person that like hurls things feels like they should hurl things from a million years away, but unless you're one-shotting those things, my character's ability to one-shot them is probably stronger. Okay. Nope, she found it already. You wanker. Unfortunately, I don't have a leap type effect, so we're gonna have to kill things. Whatever. Not a big deal. Okay. Our circle will be back. 3, 2, 1. Crushed it. Hey. For whatever reason, we didn't get a cast correctly. Don't judge the spell harshly there. I think that was some sort of user error issue. Wisdom ranged. That's a monk though. That makes sense, I guess. I haven't seen a. I'm assuming that's daggers. Maybe it's shurikens. Doesn't really matter. Today's also the first day that we're going to go back to breaking our fast at 2 from the night before. It's gonna get rough. Hey, welcome. We're in Running with the Devils right now. Thea, stop running around like a crazy person. Get us some heals. Who did we miss? Okay. Dangerous one's dead. That doesn't matter anymore. Alright. Ended up caster clericing my way through Knoll 1 in the Vale. Had to cap out my character. Forgot how interesting that quest is and how hard it is to play caster. Yeah. Can be. No, I obviously love playing casters, so. But I spent a lot of time getting my caster to the point that I could be a caster if I wanted, be a melee if I wanted. Hey, welcome. We are in Running with the Devils. Caster's fun, but there are only 2 shrines out there, and the cleric's not the most mana efficient. That's probably fair. Why is that not on? However, to kind of give a little bit on the side, the monsters in that quest are a lot easier to kill, probably, than some of the other ones in the you know, because they're not devils, they don't teleport around. You know, they're just like straightforward monsters to kill. Oh, she can't pull that lever until this thing's dead. So, like, a cleric, even that doesn't usually have, like, a battle axe or something, could go to town. Whatever your deity's favorite weapon is. Be able to clear up. Clear him up super fast. Alright, is everyone in the quest? Are we still missing one? I think we're still missing one. A shrine then. Yeah, we're missing one. Oh boy. Alright. I see a dot in. A new champion has entered the arena. Alright, it's moving. Alright, I see a moving dot over here. Wow, I did not know that broke things. Trash? Any trash? So for those of you who haven't checked out how this build kind of like functions, right? I get the PKs and the Fingers of Death and the various insta-kills for all the monsters that those are the way to go, right? And then we have all the force damage from our various wizard things, as well as the Feydark Illusionist tree. Alright guys, let's go see some chambers about some coal, mates. If anybody wants to stay up top and start clearing that would be awesome. If not, I'm going to take a team and I'm going to start going down the hole right away. But honestly, I don't care. You guys can help out. As long as everyone's helping, you do what you like. Wiz King's a bit of a pain because the only thing that I have that can hurt him reliably is Sunbeam. He's immune to other SLAs, Firestorm, Flame Strike. You don't do as much damage. Yeah, you have to have a hammer, right? If you're... if you can. Up, rank 92. Alright, so my personal best in this quest I think is 28 minutes. That's solo. No, 22 minutes? Maybe 22 minutes. 22 minutes sounds correct to me. I'm trying to think the last time I played a non flamethrower like cleric. So I actually really like the fire cleric. I really do. You're pretty much a caster, you have a stick. I mean, everyone should have a weapon. Right? Like, look at me. I'm on a wizard, right? How often am I going to be attacking? Well, I have the elemental bloom for melee stuff, and it's set up with a ghost touch gem, like it's ready to go if I need to. The weapon proficiency is simple, so I don't have to like worry about weapon proficiency or anything weird. So like, bam, good to go. Now if I had a short bow, this would be smarter. I actually should go grab my short bow from like the shroud, my green steel crossbow or green steel bow. Why I still have this one, I'm not really sure, but so I have something. So even if I don't think I would use it, I have it handy. Alright. So we've fingered for some people, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. The only place the quest people get lost. Found a trap'ems. Oh, and I really like this build. This build is very close to everything I want to play in DDO. I had a few more action points, and I could take like int to hit. We'd be gas, but don't quite have, or the undead form. Either one would be really solid. No, you monster. Suppose it's gonna work out because I'm gonna grab this hero soul and this fragment that I missed, but should have been good. Should have been better. That jump. I always like to point out that I don't like having Featherfall on in general, but especially now for this quest. I use it situationally. But honestly, for the most... Wow, that lag was bad there. But honestly, for the most part, I won't... You won't see me using it. Hey, welcome. We're in Coalescence Chamber. So every once in a while you might want to situationally have Featherfall on, but I feel like for the most part, if you're going to have a situation where you're going to bounce off of something, or have a moment where things lag around or whatever, I feel personally like you're going to have the situation more often where Featherfall will punch you out and you'll end up going quite further along than you planned. That's fine. Like, just do your best, obviously, to get up. And if you're somebody who really struggles with this quest, just make your way up to the top. I'm putting hands along the way and whatnot for people who may not know the way. Give everybody a little bit of a chance on the dungeon alert. Dungeon alert in this quest can get real sick. That guy lived, huh? Third time's the charm, I guess? Missed the fragment. I'll go back for a fragment a lot. Fragments, collectible bags, all that stuff. Those are my monster pearls. I earned them. Okay, so we're going to jump up and around regardless of what the lag decides to say. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so here's one of the spots in particular that often messes people up. This thing, if you look, this is all the way over. I'm pushed all the way against it. Look how far over it is. So what happens is people jump thinking this is safe, hit the edge, bounce off with your feather fall, and you find yourselves down at the bottom. Happens all the time. There's several spots that are like that, but any of those stalactites, stalagmites, you need to think about very carefully when you're trying to jump around. Oh my gosh. Then we didn't even move off that one, I don't feel. We might have moved on that one. That might have been my problem. I don't know. Alright. Let's get moving again. Hustle, hustle. I think we just didn't quite land up here like we thought. That's the only thing I can really think of. Okay, a couple of trash mobs. Pull that guy around. Trapped? Not trapped. Wow, we've hit an awful lot of not traps lately. What of that lost soul? There's one. See what I mean? We go back for all this stuff. You never know which of those things are going to be important. going to go down this hallway a little bit and then turn around for the shrine. Burn a little bit more mana here. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's a bunch of extra mana still, right? So we're gonna go back and get it. Plus I need a shrine. I just need to. I have to do it. I has to. Take it. I don't think it does as much for me as I'd like, but we'll take it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a regular bloody headache today. I usually don't, I guess I don't really have headaches that often because of the migraines. Like it's a totally different sensation, right? A migraine's just like this visceral explosion of fire and fury. Oh man. Hey, welcome. We are in Coalescence Chamber. We're almost to the top of the first path, so you'll have probably 7 minutes to get here. Okay. Now, turning this rune on is very important on how I navigate through this quest. I will jump around on these runes like they're going out of style. I don't even care. Look at all these casters, or all these axers doing axing things. I see them where they're axing these guys. Just keep moving. They never really give you space the other direction, right? It's not like Mega Man where they often give you room for your left big toe to hold you in place. No, it's more of the other thing, right? What do you think? How many of these guys are going to die in this circle? You can wait at the first locked door if you want. It's fine. I think that's where we're going next. Or like I said, you can just make your way up the shaft to the top and wait. I don't care. Depends on your skill set. Feel free to kill any casters on your way down just to make life a little easier. He says as he falls almost all the way down. I did stop and kill a caster and a Plague Reaper on my way though, just to be fair. Alright, let's go. Let's go, baby! That's where we wanted. It's right there. So we'll go up one. And we're going right here. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Right. What do you think? 4? 4 deaths? That's a lot. 4 deaths. You. Go away. And that, folks, is why we play Wizard. Oh, so good. Looks pretty clear. So this is a spot where I'll put on a Featherfall item just to like line up my jumps and leaps here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these up because they are kind of gas. All right, fall back down here to hit this, just to get the big jet back up here. Anybody who just wants to head to the top is welcome to do so. I'm going to go get the gelatinous cube. People who want to run around, feel free. Always stop and kill this stuff right here if you'd like to avoid alert issues. Why that particular spot does it every single time, I don't know. But it's always problematic. Just pre-plan on it being a pain. Not have our big bonus either yet. Gross. Come on. Here we go. Oh yes, PK. 69. I bet we could get it higher actually. Probably wouldn't hurt if I put my DC item back on, right? I guess it's not a DC item. But my set was DC related. It's not actually part of the set. Oh, it's not. Okay. These are holdover items from before we readjusted our gear. All right, we did it. Look at us, kids. We made it. Just in time for all of the dungeon alert to kick in high gear. It's going to be glorious. Okay, PK it quickly. Okay, finger it quickly. Before it gets an opportunity to turn into a nasty champ. We got plenty of things. Alright, that should be almost everything. What's left? This guy? Alright, looks good. Try again. We just never left. We just got quiet. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a lot of raiding. We're starting to reach a point where I'll probably be close to doing that kind of stuff again on the regular, but I've got I think like 8 lives or something left on Samus, and I'll have all of his lives done. So it's kind of hard not to knuckle down and push through. But I am going to go ahead and take the time to make some alts capable of doing stuff towards the end game occasionally, maybe once in a while. I just haven't figured out builds and stuff. Alright, so we have our Featherfall on. We're actually going to turn it off here again. This is the most problematic part, in my opinion, here pretty soon. Yeah, I'm not a raider. It's not something I usually care about, but could use the extra eyeballs on this channel, you know what I mean? We'll run that there, Strem. Okay, so, and a lot of people like raids. So right here's the danger part. Again, if you notice, here, I'll open this for people. People don't have to wait for me to explain to chat this danger zone. So like this right here is another one of those zones where it's like massively far over from what it actually is, right? And that's why people bounce off there and die all the time. Not quite as excited for my next life as I was to get into this one, but going to be fun. 2 favorites hold, 6 Warlock, 12 Sork. Yeah, I currently don't have any plans. I think I'm gonna be. Hopefully, I'm going to enjoy it regardless. So like, I kind of want to do bows, just to like. Did anyone happen to get that gold key? I didn't pay any attention. The optional doesn't look like it's checked off. No, it is. Yeah, you're my hero. I needed that Gilder now, like more than you knew. Alright, Rick Sack next. Man, I have to say, it's not very often that you get a full group of people on the live server at your level. So, pretty pleased. The next quest will easily take us pretty much to the end of 94, so we probably need... The next 2 quests will put us like a little bit from 95, like the end of 95. So it should be really close. So we came out here at rank 90, right? Like straight up rank 90. Like I don't know exactly the exact amount of experience or whatever, but pretty good. Turn around. Do a little bit of killing. I got the light dot on me. Oh, Fiona. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what difficulty we went in on. Honestly, don't know if I'm that worried about it. I like if I got high DPS. The first two Dream Quests and Inspired, but the Cleric has issues with the spiders. Apparently, entry neutral. Nope, not that spell. I hate it when you start to cast the wrong spell. That really bothers me way more than I should admit, probably, but it does. It really bothers me when I like mentally try to cast a certain spell and then I end up casting just a completely different spell because I clicked the wrong button or whatever. More of that Samus anti-hate going off. We're not fast enough. We need more sprint boost. Yeah, we got one person going through the tree. I never go through the tree anymore. Just jump right here. Not any faster apparently, but still makes me feel warm and fuzzy in my pants. Pulled the lever by then. Jeez. What? No. Pull it. Samus. I feel like whenever a group comes together on a live server, then it's going to be a strong group. Just because getting 5 other people to fucking play D&D with you is strong. Look at that. I'm in the back. I'm not even leading the kills. I don't even know the last time that's happened. Of course, your next Reaper point will give you 25, so you get the eyes, which are cool. Yeah. Reaper point stuff is cool. I wish they would either come up with more or adjust that stuff slightly. Actually, probably have plenty of mana. Yeah, Spell should wear off pretty quick. Not that it was actually needed, but... Alright guys, the only thing I ask is when we go to fight the path to the end, try to leave one or two of the archers alive on the path for the NPC to like get caught on. I find it to make life much easier instead of having to have somebody like babysit the NPC. But if you kill all the things, you can babysit. It's fine. I don't care. Soulless? I don't know if this fight is soulless. These guys are crazy. Oh my god, you guys. He failed, saved. So he gotta live. Stupid NPCs. Rolling their 20s and stuff. I don't know why I have Under the Sea stuck in my head. If you guys ever watched the hardcore server, you know that I felt like it was constantly stuck in there. I'm a caster, so I think I will go shrine side. Make sure I get a shrine in here. Alright, I'll go over this first bridge. See, that's the nice thing about being able to coordinate this stuff. I don't feel like I need to go any further than that. I feel like I can just shrine, turn around, and go back. Get moving again. Get moving again. So we are kind of getting close to the end of the stream. I think I'll probably finish up the Veil before I call it an actual stream. I shouldn't. I should go eat right away because I haven't eaten and my body is definitely irritated with me. But I think we can push through for one more quest after this one. And then, like I said, it'll take us very close, I think, to... It'll probably take us to, like, here of 93, I think. Like, 3/4, 2/3, some of that ballpark. What time do I return? Tonight, for sure. It'll be probably around 8-ish tonight, I imagine. It might be a little earlier. It might be closer to 7. But, kind of depends on what else happened with the wife and whatnot. Alright, so again, one of these archers, please. Yeah, the NPC will beat his head on one of those guys for the whole rest of the quest, no problem. Cool, you'll be around, you hope? Yeah, I mean... I'll take all the company. I said, I'm still trying to decide if I want to, like, go really ham, and go all the way up to 30 on this life and do an epic TR, and then go back and do a regular TR. So I can, like, fill up one of the domains or whatever next life. Yeah, pretty close. I thought a little bit more this way, but pretty close. Alright, we'll go ahead and do Rainbow in the Dark, and that'll be my last one out here in the Vale. It'll level anyway to 30. Yeah, like I feel like I don't need to necessarily do quests. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, probably will end up doing some quests, but this might be an adventure zone or explore zone. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. Like, I might get on, be level 20, and Tilbrell's like, hey, it's time to go XYZ at R8 or whatever, and I'll be like, alright. I don't know. I don't know what the plan's going to be. When it becomes the evening streams and, like, having access to bigger people and stuff like that, it could be anything. You know what I mean? Like... Alright, does anybody out there specifically want the flashlight? If not, I will take the flashlight. It's not a big deal. Happy to flashlight for people. Welcome back. We're on our way to Rainbow in the Dark right now. That's fine. Like I said, I'm happy to take the flashlight. I know every once in a while there's somebody who's like, oh, I can't see if I don't have it. Just put it out there for people. You just rip through EH quests to cap out, but then you don't ever go into EE. Yeah, see, I pretty much Reaper my whole time. Like, I just always... Yeah, see, there's always somebody who needs it, right? While we're waiting for people, I'm going to go ahead and pop up and grab this Explorer Zone and whatnot. See if Zachary's here. Oh, Zachariah. Yeah, I talked to Strimtom one day about... Because he TRs faster than I do. But he has a group of people that play with him a little bit more often than like his... I don't know if it's his guild. I'm assuming it's his guild. But he usually... I feel like he usually has a couple more people with him. So, like... I'm built to, like... solo everything, and I pretty much always play on Reaper 1 or higher, so I should probably step things down and just do things on a little bit easier setting, like a hard or whatever for time. But I feel like I would atrophy my skills for sure doing that, and I would get I would get overconfident in what I think a build is good. So, like, if I think a build is good in Reaper quests, like high survivability or whatever it may be, then I feel like there's a strong likelihood that that is in fact true. Doesn't mean that everybody can play that build successfully, though. Just means that I think more people are comfortable with it than not. Alright, looks like everyone was waiting on me. Yeah, I end up soloing constantly. It's just how it goes. You Reaper 1 to 20 and then EH post 20. Yeah, see, I pretty much just Reaper the whole time. Also a better player? Well, I try to be. I try to be one of the best players. When you guys watch this stream, hopefully you're learning something, or you're at least getting to the point where you're like, oh yeah, I can do this. Samus can do this crap, I can do this crap. And that's, in my opinion, pretty much the truth. Like, I realize there's a bunch of people out there that... Let's get that guy. That guy's dangerous. There's a bunch of people out there who have never, like, got a character to 20 on the hardcore server, for example. And stuff like that. And I realize that some people are going to try to, like, mentally put themselves at a little bit of a disadvantage there on, like, skill levels and stuff. But you're not as far away as you think. It's just a matter of how much you kind of want to deal with it. Let's see. Looks like we have a regular floor. Looks like we have a regular floor, kids. If I try to Reaper solo after 20, I just die to the first group you run into. Well, that can be an issue. Watch out for any buttons on the floor. Hey, you're at the stream? Well, welcome, mate. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Very cool. Alright, so I have a bad habit of going the back way and then having like a half a dozen people get murdered. You guys are welcome to do what you like. You guys got torches if you need them. Your best hardcore was 12. Alright, so that's the other thing to keep in mind. And I don't know who this is for, but I'm going to be putting together a couple of different teams for the next hardcore server. Couple of days will probably be like all day runs. A couple of the things will probably be like couple hour runs. And basically it's gonna mix around or whatever. Can I explain a little bit about green steel? Depends on which green steel you would like to know about. I know a little bit about heroic green steel, but I don't know that much about epic green steel. But, do I even have any green steel on me at the moment? I don't. So green steel is something that you can, again, assuming that you're able to listen to the stream here. But green steel is something that you collect ingredients from the Vale area quest from, both on heroic and on epic. They drop in both places. But they're different kind of materials. So like the materials for the where the heroics are different than the epic ones, basically. So you can't like run around a bunch of epic ones and build or a bunch of heroic ones and build an epic one. I think that's relatively common, right? Easy to follow. Why? I was literally in here killing all this stuff. You guys opened the door and they just like ran away from me. And then I've gotten the habit that I just run back. I find it faster. Even if I have to re-kill all this stuff here. Turns out Pell Trappers are allergic to Firestorm. Sounds like you didn't have your evasion going. Your evasion wasn't going, mate. Is there a hole here? I feel like there's got to be a hole soon. Did we seriously not run into a hole in either way? Alright, so there's definitely going to be a hole up here then. But anyway, back to Greensteel. Greensteel gives a special kind of bonus that you really don't get in other on other items, and because you can kind of like customize the Greensteel to exactly what your character wants, it's a very powerful effect. The disadvantage of Greensteel is it takes a little while to craft up. Not that long. Couple of TR passes and you should be good. No shrine here. No trap here. Okay, well I honestly getting a little weirded out from the lack of danger here. Did have evasion. You made your first save, failed the second, and your negative energy burst didn't go up before the next firestorm ticked. Yeah, it's rough. I know the last person I watched died to Firestorm because they didn't renew their fire protection. Otherwise, I think they would have lived. Yes, that person was Stream Tom. Yes, it was on the hardcore server. Yes, apparently I murdered Stream Tom. But, you know, come on. Who hasn't murdered a streamer on the hardcore server? Who among us? Yeah, Beef and I were talking about... I got to see Beef, by the way, at the lake. I think on Sunday, actually. I think he came out to visit us. And we were talking about the different hardcore lives that we have done. And some of my deaths. And, man, I've taken some memorable deaths on the hardcore server. Alright, so here's another example of when I actually use my Featherfall item. If you know where this door's at, you can jump over here and grab it. Alright, the door's open, so if the torchbearer wants to work on the puzzle and whatnot when they get there, that's awesome. If not, I'll do it when I get back, or someone else can do it. I'm gonna go do that optional trap bonus. Okay. What? Where? You? Okay. I have it mostly because it gets me killed instead, die to a lightning bolt in the waterworks. Huh? No, there was no lag. For that death, no. We were all sitting around bullshitting and having a good time. He just let his buff wear off. Now, the fact that he even got hit in that blast radius, a little bit weird. But, he should have probably also been a little bit further back for that death that I'm thinking of anyway. The one that he was in the quest with me. There, I don't think there's any lag involved. At least not in a meaningful way. Miss a trap box? Is there one on the other side there too? Oh, there is. Okay. So we are a 64 reflex save at the moment. Pretty good. Now, I'll also say though, to be fair though, I let myself die season 1 by letting my resistances and stuff expire. So I am not living in a glass house throwing stones. I'm just for that particular death. You were running a cleric with his bow build, and we were level 4 at the time, trying to kill a shaman in game lag, so the lightning bolt kills you before your heal got you. Now, see, I mean, I understand that kind of stuff happens, right? And I mean, I wasn't there for that, obviously. But yeah, so especially now with Featherfall. Also, isn't this wrong? Yeah, I had the feeling that was incorrect. Alright, not a big deal. We just fix it. Voices when you guys get a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I gotta do to keep this guy's attention, man? I feel like we did a pretty good job taking that guy down. Well, I really thought we'd be further into 95 than this. Alright, well, we got a little bit more work to do then. Yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. It is after 2 o'clock, so I probably am going to go ahead and bail, but I'm super close to capping out here. So thanks very much. Bloop. I'll be back probably in like 5-ish hours. If people are looking for like low level Reaper epics and stuff like that, feel free to look me up. Get rid of this stuff. Everybody, take care. Alright. Also lost my Warlock to the first Force Trap in Vaughn 3. Jumped through, posted. Cleric ran through, tried to grab his stone, and both traps hit you from north. Oh, in the shoot across the room or whatever? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Again, I think that has a lot to do with how you design your character for hardcore. I should probably do a video or something on it. Like specifically the idea of building for hardcore. I know StreamTom puts out a bunch of builds. I usually put out at least one build, like what I'm planning on doing. Because I usually do like the life before on live to just kind of get a feel for it. If it's something that's crazy. Ooh. Wow, look how many stones we have. Okay, are you... Who was a... Tilda? Are you still in the stream? If so, I can go into a little bit more depth on the... I will be closing in just a minute. Let me explain. Let me talk about the green steel just a little bit more for you. Now that we're out of the quest and I'm not trying to like do 10,000 things at once. So now that we have completed this ritual, right? We kind of have access to it. If you have a ship buff, or not a ship buff, the ship for the altars, you can kind of do that too. And that's what we'll do. We'll take a look at it in just a second. But normally... normally what kind of happens is you craft something up and then... Let me show you a whole bunch of things. Show you a bunch of stuff all at once. And we'll just kind of confuse everything. Alright, so trying to grab the regular. So again, I don't know that much about heroic, or not heroic, epic crafting. And I know it's a little bit different. So you'll have to kind of have to take things for granted. StreamTom's hardcore builds don't work for you because you don't have his absurd luck. Well, I think he's also got like a numbers game that he's playing, right? It's not like he's on one build for the season and he's done. He plays like a variety of things. Okay. So let's take a little bit of a deep dive, here on green steel, just to clarify. And if you have any questions along the way, yell at me, and I will do my best to answer them for you. So, as I mentioned before, as you run around and do the various quests out in the Vale and through the Shroud and stuff, you're going to end up picking up bits and pieces of various crafting materials, right? So, like, you'll get these Shavroth Signet Stones. You get that by assembling these together, right? Like we just did. That gives you a little bit of experience. These are kind of important for the creation of the initial weapon, if I remember correctly, or the initial blank. Okay? So... usually crafting's on the second floor. All builds seem wrong until you master them. Wow, I think that's pretty fair. Alright, I don't remember the name of these altars. Is this it? Is this the first one? I don't think so. Okay. No dagger. Sorry, I'm trying to find the first altar. I can never think of their bloody names. But one of these, I thought it was this one, but it didn't. Okay. So, this first one here talks about assembling things, right? So, like, if you look at this, green steel dagger requires the signet stone that we just farmed from completing those quests and assembling it together. And then these like crafted middle tier ingredients, right? So these three come together from the various quest stuff that you pick up in these first quests. So like to make a ore, you'd punch in like ore, see all these various ingredients. These things all come from either the Vale area in general, right? So like some could come from the Explorer Zone, some come from the quests. They just kind of have a bit of a variety, right? And then you craft up what people consider the blank. So like your dagger, your hat, helm, I guess is what it's called. Whatever. So you have two different kinds of blanks. You have wearable blanks, so like hats, gloves, boots, goggles. I think you can make a necklace slot. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, you can make a necklace, and you can make a belt. So you can make everything except for an armor and a trinket, I believe. I don't think you can make a trinket. Yeah. Wearable. And you can't make any rings. Okay? So no rings, no trinket. But bracers, goggles, helms, necklaces, belts, cloaks, etc. Okay? You craft those together. And then you get to take a look at this crazy thing. Now there's some different planners, and I would recommend like a good planner, and I'm sure the wiki has one listed. But the general idea around green steel, right? You basically have those two main categories of weapons and wearables, and there are wraps now. I think there are wraps now, Clarice. Well, they changed it. They added green steel wraps not very long ago. When they took away how monks were like weird, and they made them standardized, they cleaned it up a little bit. So anyway, so you craft a wrap or whatever your blank is, and then you kind of want to look at your various options, because these things are a little bit expensive, but they do a lot of really cool things, both at heroics and in epics. Okay, so like for example, why this is called weapon, I don't understand, but this area is like for wearables, and this area down below is for weapons. So like, you may have heard the thing like triple negative, for example. Well, what that means is that each tier along the way, you get a craft onto your item, right? And you can assemble like various combination of things to put it together. Again, this is where a planner comes really handy, to kind of show you the various different things. But basically what you do is you take your blank and you combine it with, you build this shard together that's like of a certain power, and then you give it energy for it to fuse together, and then you get an added tier. So like, for example, this is one of my various weapons, right? And it reads in a weird order, and I'm sorry for that, but like tier 1 is shock. So I have it's a +5 weapon that does a little bit more, like 1.5 weapon dice, binds to character when you do this, shocking weapon for tier 1. And what that does is, it, depending on how you build your shock, so like in my shock is pretty much only an air power, right? I don't think you can get like a positive shock. Maybe you can. It doesn't matter. But so like it would be air. So then in my second tier, I added shocking blast, right, to what's going on. And what that does is it lets me, not all my Roll20 stuff, please. What that does is it adds the tiers. So like, if your tier 1 is air, your tier 2 is air, you can make your tier 3 air, and then you get this bonus effect. So you get effect for each tier, and then you get effect for tier 1 and tier 2, like a middle effect, and then you get an overall effect. So like most tier 2s are clickies, and then most tier 3s are like big fancy effects like incineration, earth grab guard, air guard, slay living, etc. Right? And then you have what they call dual shard. And that's where you'll do things like you'll switch them around, and then you'll put a hybrid in together. So like you'd go like shock, cold burst, and then you can make an air and water one, and then your weapon can have freezing ice on it, or lightning strike, or whatever, which is obviously what I did here, right? So like, I have a shock of healing amplification, of shocking blast, and that gives me access to lightning strike as my superpower, my tier 3 power, and then my tier 2 bonus power, because remember I said if your tier 1 and your tier 2 do things, it gives another power, and that's why I have this clicky of chain lightning. Okay, so now that's kind of like the weapons and how the weapons kind of go together. I really like a lot of the Shroud weapons, and we can talk about that stuff in the future if you want. But now let's take a second and let's talk about the defensive qualities, right? So like, here's one. And if you read it, it kind of describes it a little bit, but I always feel like you have to go through the item to like really understand it a little bit. So this one has acid resistance, so like that's covered. Improved regeneration, that's its tier 2, that's its positive. So like greater, like acid tier is obviously my tier 1, right? Then my tier 2 is improved regeneration, so like every 30 seconds I get a hit point, which isn't that great, but it is a positive tier. And what that does is it makes this into a stone skin clicky, right? So like a lot of people back in the day, they had like a lot of these tier 2 items floating around that were just for clickies. So often you'll hear like, well, why don't you just make a raised ed clicky? Well, that would be like a positive item, right? And then the tier 3 is this power called Greater Elemental Energy, which is plus 20 bonus to your maximum hit points, and it stacks with all of the bonuses except Greater Elemental Energy. Okay? So you can build all these things together into one item, or you could do like my strategy was back in the day, and I kind of diversified my green steel items so I could fiddle around with my other pieces, so I wasn't always giving up all of my green steel, right? So like, for example, this this set needs these goggles, right? So often I wear these goggles. So if I had built my goggles to be all hit points, I would lose 45 or 50 hit points, whatever it is. I think it's 10, 15, 20. So we're talking 45 hit points. So if I would build them all on one item, that would be the case. But because the way that I built them, again, years ago, not the way that I'd necessarily recommend it now. Where are my boots? Where on my feet are they? No. Here's my boots. So let me break my set really quick. Alright, so we'll take that off, we'll take this off, and this off. Alright, so our new hit point total is 493. But, so these goggles have elemental energy, so that's plus 10. My hat, we already talked about, has plus 20. And then my boots have plus 15. So again, you could put those all together in one item, but when I built them, I wanted the flexibility to be like, oh, well, I can't wear that goggle, right, because I need it for my set. So I'm not... Now I still have 25 potential hit points that I could use from that. Doesn't mean that you always will, but I have found oftentimes that they have been very useful like that. If I was going to build one now, I would build one item in the slot that I feel like I don't switch that often. So, like, for example, not that many Ravenloft sets need a hat, but no sorry, let me correct that. Few Sharn sets need a hat, but no Ravenloft need a hat. So you can build like whatever you want kind of hat with hit points on it, and you could probably also like pick up a couple other interesting powers or clickies or whatever. So like mine, right, is protection 5, fortification 100%. That's a perk of being top tier, tier 3. What do they call it? Mineral 2, I think is what it's called. Earth positive aspect of mineral 2. But on a cloth or jewelry or whatever, that aspect gives fortification and protection. Again, back in the day, it used to be really nice to be able to slap on your fortification, 100% fortification at level 11. Now, not such a big deal. The other thing about green steel that you have to keep in mind that's kind of annoying is so you'll notice on this one it has another power listed all the way at the bottom of the screen that you can barely see called Taint of Shabarath. So the green steel items are mad and they have to do damage to somebody. So if you have one item on, it's not a big deal. And if you have one weapon on, it's not a big deal. Okay? But if you were to have this like 2 items on, for example, they would start to hurt you. Right? So it says here, green steel items thirst for pain and suffering. And basically it just puts a dot on you if you have 2 things on it. So if you have 2 things with Taint of Shabarath on your person, they start to do damage. There was times in the past that we used that to our advantage, and there's times in the past that has been a problem. But one of the things that you can do is every 20 times you complete the Shroud, you can get this item that removes the Taint of Shabarath, and then you can have... It basically doesn't count. So, like, for example, remember how I had all 3 things on a minute ago? The reason why I can do that without taking damage is because the hats and the boots have been cleansed and no longer have that Taint of Shabarath on them. So because only one of my items does, I can use it without penalty. And it does hurt. Like it's not like instantly kill you dead, but it is a big hurt. And there used to be days where people got in trouble. The other thing that's really kind of weird about green steel, in particular, is that sometimes things can go, or green steel allows you to do some really interesting things. They've kind of changed some stuff around a little bit, but a lot of really interesting powers are still in effect. So, like, for example, let's see if I can find my bracers. So people who watch this stream on the regular notice that if I often will use my green steel bracers quite a bit. And the reason why, apparently I can't find them. The reason why is they have an ability on them that gives you back spell points when you take damage. They also have, like, one of their bonuses can like give you +6 to your wisdom and like +10 to a bunch of random skills. Like, it just covers weird and random things. Here they are. And then the other thing you'll notice, like, because it gives this wisdom, diplomacy, haggle bonus tier, like instead of a clicky, that's its bonus tier. One of the things that you can do is you can take like exceptional charisma bonus, and these used to stack, but they don't anymore. So now the highest one is all that counts. So like if you notice on these bracers, I have 2 charisma skill bonuses that used to be +10. It's only +6 now because it only takes the highest, but it's still pretty good. And then you also notice that just like the elemental power for hit points, right? For elemental energy, you have an elemental power for on my bracers, so that's spell points. So here's elemental spell power, greater elemental spell power, to pick up an extra 150 spell points that stack with pretty much everything. And there's another middle tier in there. So you could make like a whole green steel item just for spell power or spell points. You could build one just for hit points. You can do hybrid items. You can do items that do things that like these you just build a bunch of tier 2 things. Like I used to have a whole bunch of a bunch of clickies for like Raised Dead, but I think I finally got rid of a bunch of them. For example, here's one. So like here's a random shuriken. Well, this one happens to be tier 3, but you would do like holy and good burst on it, for example, and you have a Raised Dead clicky at level 12, which is pretty good. Displacement clickies were very popular. Summoning earth elementals were very popular. My favorite now, to be really honest, besides the bracers that I use all the time, is probably this that dagger that I pulled up a minute ago. This Vacuum 2 dagger. So it's shock, evil burst, shocking blast, and trap the soul on it. So like the way that you throw daggers, in my opinion, they're just so fast, or you attack with daggers, it's pretty good, right? So like you have a bunch of different options, and they're in like a weird category of items, so they stack with a lot of things. So like for example, I'll do a lot of swashbuckling type builds with this dagger on, and I'll have like Manslayer on from like a Ring of the Hunter, or from the Goggles or something, and then I'll have like another effect that says on Vorpal something happens, etc. So you can like layer all these different things together and get really good combination of effects. If you have like a torque from the Demon Queen, you can the same kind of thing with concordant opposition, which would be what those bracers are, and the torque to work together. So when you take damage, you have a greater chance of getting spell points back. That was really popular back in the day. Stuff like that. So like green steel is just an extremely powerful thing, both for generalization tools and very specific tools. I would say something like this repeating heavy crossbow of Triple Earth. That's very, very simple, right? Acid, acid burst, acid blast. It's got a summon, stone elemental clicky, and it does earth grab guard. Earth grab on it on hit. That's a very versatile weapon. It's crowd control-y, it's a little bit of damage. It's in a weird, like, it's on a repeater now. Repeaters come and go as whether they're really good or not. But you get my point. You can build weird things like this to kind of fit either niche builds or completely generic things. So like here's another one, for example. This is Insightful Intelligence 2, Radiance, Good Burst. Not really that great anymore, right? Like this thing probably should go and either be recrafted so it lines up a little bit better. Also apparently it bugged out to have ASMR Scourge Ghost Touch on it. But you see my point though, like it does a bunch of weird things. So if you have specific questions about green steel, I'm happy to answer those now. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna go call it breakfast. Breakfast sounds real good to me. Alright, that's put away. Let's, before we go, let's check the DDO store. I know that they're doing the sales each week. I have not looked at them this week, and I was on vacation, so what do we have? What are the sales? Character slots. I'm more than a little tempted to buy character slots. Tome of Racial Action Points. 50% off. If you didn't have racial action points, this is really good. I'm a big fan of the universal trees for things. Buy Raid Timer bypasses. It might be a good time to pick up legendary Raid Timer bypasses. Bunch of hairstyle stuff. Don't laugh, but I'm actually really tempted to buy a bunch of this green hair dye. The acid green is literally my favorite hair color. Go get some breakfast, Starvis Garobo. Oh man. Let's pretend that we that nickname didn't stick. Okay, everybody. Alright, well I don't have any new messages from the person that was saying that they were trying to learn about the green steel, so hopefully we answered your questions. If you have questions about something in the future and would like to ask me about it, feel free to send me a message. You can do it with a personal message or so nobody knows it's you and I can talk about it. If you want me to talk about it on stream, I can, or send you a letter back or whatever. I'm just happy to help, so if you guys need a little assistance, reach out, let me know, and I'll do my best to try to help you out. Alright, everybody, with that, I'm going to get some breakfast. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow the stream. Julius HD. Is that close? I hope that's close. Thanks very much for the follow, friend. I appreciate it. And don't forget to check out patreon.com/Samus /Samus and youtube.com/Samus. Go subscribe on those places if you can. One's like $1 a month. On the low side, it's really great. Of course, more is also awesome, but it's a great way to support the stream for pennies a day, really, compared to like going through Twitch or something. And of course, YouTube. Just go over to YouTube, subscribe over there. It's free. I'm just trying to monetize that channel eventually, and it's a little slow going. I also have a Rumble, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet. So hopefully soon we'll get all that stuff figured out, and we'll be back for some more experience. It'll be easy to cap out tonight. Probably like 2 quests, and should be good to go. Gifting a sub to the community. Thank you very much, Titus. Am I close? Oh God, I hope I'm close. I have such a hard time pronouncing names that I try to avoid it. But thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. I hope that helped. And thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that also. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up, and I'll do my best to try to answer them for you. All right, buddy. With that, I'm out of here. Peace. Much love. We'll see you, I said probably around 7 Central, maybe 8. So somewhere in that 4 to 5 hour range. All right, everybody. Peace. Much love. We'll see you then.